Before we get into the video, I just wanted to give you a quick update regarding my channel, which is enabling the Super Thanks feature. With it, you can now support my channel and me as a content creator. And this way, I'll be able to make more videos about car reviews and upload them to YouTube. And not only that, but also, I'll be announcing your names once you super thanked me by posting them at the end of every video I upload from this day forward as your credits, and I'll be also posting your names on the community page and shorts as well. So in order to do that, while you're watching one of my videos, you can find this icon right here, click on it, and start supporting. So again, thank you so much for your time, and now, back to the video. Before I have my coffee this morning, I decided to make my review of the all-new 2024 Ford Everest, and this particular trim level is called XLT, just like the Ford Expedition and the Ford Explorer. And honestly, this C-shaped headlight housing, along with the C-shaped daytime running LED look beautiful, and so is the glossy silver trim of the front grille, which extends through the headlights, creating a cutout from a portion of them, delivering a unique and similar style as the Ford Ranger. However, it's a big SUV with 3-row seats, but coming from a pickup truck form factor, which is the Ranger of course, and it's placed right in the same category, with other SUVs coming from trucks design as well, like the Isuzu MU-X, the Nissan X Terra, the Mitsubishi Montero, and the Toyota Fortuner. I absolutely love the overall design of the front fascia, along with this tasteful looking hood, which looks so incandescent, with some sharp body lines and creases. But at the same time, it looks even more rigid than the other SUVs I mentioned earlier. Very nice indeed. Let's see the Goodyear Wrangler tires now, and the size are 255 wide and 65 series on the sidewall and 18 inches, which looks pretty much off-road capable. I really love the design of a dual layer for each spoke, along with this machine aluminium silver finish, which looks beautiful. And I also love the style looking of this tasteful heat extractor on the fender, which seems pretty functional indeed. This side mirror looks nice, along with this turning indicator, but too bad they didn't include 360-degree side cameras for this trim level. You can read the whole information by pausing the video, and be sure to check out the total price below, which is so steep for it to be honest, because even the top of the line trim level Everest shouldn't be this much pricey at all. And you can also read the details on the fuel card by pausing the video again. This new Everest is equipped with this roof rail, which looks pretty modern in terms of styling, because it's been painted with the same color as the body's paint, which looks very tasteful indeed. But on the other hand, these side steps look so cheap obviously, but at least they were included for more easier access. And if you look at the side profile, which looks more rigid than those competitors I have mentioned earlier, but on top of that, it looks even a lot prettier, so much more attractive and far more sophisticated as well. Now for the LED taillight, which looks absolutely beautiful with a clean and cohesive linear design, which protrudes out across the whole back due to the vehicle's off-road looking form factor, and I also love the Everest badging, which is embossed right in the middle of this beautiful taillight housing. And I even love it on how incandescent it really looks, which shines the whole back. Very nice indeed. Sadly though, this is the only camera available you will ever get from this trim level, which is the backup reverse camera. And honestly, it's not enough for the money you pay for. But the big plus here is that the XLT Everest is 4x4, which means it's an all-wheel drive. And also, this redesigned back bumper, along with these rectangular reflectors, look absolutely beautiful and modern. And I also like the fact that you can actually see the exhaust pipe, even if it's a single one. But one thing worth pointing out though, is that the towing capacity for this Everest is up to 6,900 pounds, which makes it even more towing capable than the all-new Ford Explorer. Pretty impressive indeed. Overall, I absolutely love the whole exterior design. Maybe not super futuristic, but it looks so beautiful. So let us know your thoughts about the all-new Everest down in the comments. Now let's see what's inside by starting off with the door panel, which looks beautiful with all these tasteful wood and shiny chrome trims and soft leather materials. And there's also more room for some beautiful ambient lighting. Not to mention the door handle alone, which looks very tasteful with this high quality leather, and a brushed silver trim right under it. Very nice indeed. And even the door pocket looks decently big, but the speaker grille looks kinda plain, to be honest. Thankfully though, that they have included electric assist lumbars with multiple ways in this XLT trim level. And also, all seats are leather, which is a big plus. This new 24 Everest is loaded with high-tech features such as adaptive cruise control, lane departure warning and lane keep assist, and autonomous emergency braking and pre-collision assist, blind spot warnings, traction control, rear cross traffic alert, and just name a few. And there's also a massive 12.3-inch fully digital gauge cluster, which looks so crisp and vibrant. But the steering wheel looks pretty much dated, which doesn't look 2024-ish, but it looks okay anyway. Still, however, the overall dash looks absolutely beautiful and modern. And even so, I can't take my eyes off of this beautiful door honestly. However, I can still pan over towards the dash to see all the materials in greater details. But one thing worth pointing out is that there are 2 glove boxes instead of 1 to keep even more items. But honestly, I really love this tasteful wood along with its glossy silver chrome trim. Not to mention the soft leather material and this tasteful yellow stitching. Very nice indeed. This touch screen is pretty massive, which they claim that it's 12.3 inches, but to me, I think it looks bigger, which is around 14 inches. However, it's pretty responsive and intuitive, and also, it's so crisp and vibrant. Not to mention that it supports wireless, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto. Too bad that they kept the battery disconnected, so children won't mess around it. Otherwise, I could have shown you all the features and functionalities. Plus, there's also a dual-zone climate controls, as you can see. And there's also a big phone storage with a wireless charging pad, and 2 USB ports, and also a small cubby hole for smaller items. We also have a driving mode selector, a parking assist button, a traction button, an auto hold button, and an off-road capability switch. And also, there's a storage under the armrest, which is so big and deep, along with a 12-volt inside, which is a big plus. This mirror contains an auto-dimming feature, and also, it contains a built-in LED screen for more rear visibility and monitoring. Not to mention that there's another USB port right behind the mirror for the use of an external dash cam. But unfortunately, no sunroof in this trim level whatsoever. Now let's jump into the back and see what more features does it have. Continuing on with the back door panel, which looks so identical to the front door panels, but what's new here is the small speaker grills in the same area where it's not found in the front doors for some reason. Other than that, it's all the same with these soft leather and wood materials. And even the door pocket is nicely big, but this big speaker grill looks kinda plain as usual. However, this leather seat is so soft and comfortable due to the upholstery work. Anyway, let us know your thoughts about the overall interior design down in the comments. As you can see here, the legroom is pretty spacious indeed, and so is the gap under the front seat. So it's all good to go, which plays an important role of the back seat's conveniences. And as for the other parts, there aren't much going on here, except for few items such as a blowing fan selector for the AC vents, which are moved from the armrest to the ceiling, and 2 USB ports. But I do like the fact that the floor is almost completely flat, as you can see. And if you look closely at the ceiling, you'll see all of the AC vents placed for the 2nd and 3rd row seats, which is pretty convenient. And also, we have a back armrest with an extra soft padding, along with cup holders included, but too bad they didn't include a storage under the armrest. Now moving on to the 3rd row, which is kinda narrower than the 2nd row of course, but with more items worth mentioning, such as 2 more AC vents, more cubby pockets, more cup holders, and more USB ports on each side, which is pretty convenient to have. But one thing worth pointing out is that maybe it's not really comfortable for adults to sit in the 3rd row, but it's more than enough for kids to sit in there because it's perfectly spacious. And finally, a cargo storage which is spacious enough for only 2 big travel bags. But with all that said, let us know in the comments below if you would buy this new Everest, or would you rather look for another option? And if you enjoyed my blabbering like always, please hit the like button and be sure to subscribe for more videos like this one. And also be sure to check out more car reviews at the end screen. So thank you so much for watching, and until then, have a good one.